Hey, Wetside Garden here. Hope your week is going well. If your March sown kale is looking lush and you're wondering how to harvest it without stopping production, this is for you. Today we are talking about how to gather those leaves correctly, while setting up your next round of summer crops before the heat catches up with us. Our main focus this week is getting your first real harvest of kale, while keeping the plants productive for the rest of the season. If you direct sowed winter boar, red Russian, or lacinato kale back in our mid-March window, those plants are just about ready to start harvesting. The trick to keeping them going is the cut and come again method. Instead of taking the whole plant, you want to clip or twist the base of the outer leaves close to the main stalk. Keep them under 8 inches long for the best texture, and always leave the central growing tip intact so the plant can keep producing new leaves from the middle. Once you bring them inside, they will keep in an open or perforated bag in the fridge for 5 to 7 days. But try to use them up since they get a bit stronger and more bitter the longer they sit. We have a pretty intense 92 degrees spike landing on us today, June 15th. That is a massive jump for a maritime climate. And since kale is a cool season crop, you might want to throw some temporary afternoon shade over the bed today to keep the plants from getting too stressed. On the bright side, we are dropping down to a chilly 45 degrees on the night of June 17th. That cold dip actually helps reduce bitterness and sweetens the leaves up. So grabbing your harvest early the next morning is a great little move. Since our forecast shows absolutely 0 inches of rain over the next 8 days, you will want to get out there with the hose. Water deeply and infrequently in the early morning, aiming to saturate the soil down 8 to 10 inches. That heat is also pushing other parts of the garden. We are already past the 14-hour days that push spinach to bolt, and with today's 92 degrees, we are way over the 75-degree trigger for lettuce. If you have Bloomsdale or Thai spinach, or romaine and buttercrunch lettuce from your March planting, harvest what you can right now before it goes bitter. Your March sown sugar snap peas, Nanta carrots, and Desico broccoli are also reaching harvest size this week, so keep checking those daily. Meanwhile, your warm season crops like sun gold tomatoes, California wonder peppers, and basil are loving the sunshine. Same goes for your February planted Walla Walla onions and April potatoes. Even though summer is just getting started, west of the Cascades we have to start planting our fall and winter successions right now. You can start seeds indoors this week for your winter kale, then transplant them out between mid-July and mid-August. When you do set them out, space them 18 inches apart. Try tucking them to the north or east of your tall tomatoes so they get some natural afternoon shade during the worst of the summer heat. Just be sure to rotate your beds. Do not plant your new kale where broccoli, cabbage, or cauliflower have grown in the last 3 or 4 years. When you prep those transplant holes, mix in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose organic fertilizer to feed them. Because midsummer is prime time for flea beetles and cabbage moths, cover those young successions with floating row covers right away to block the pests. It is a simple step that saves a lot of headache. If you miss the early spring windows, do not sweat it. You still have a final chance to tuck in some summer crops. This week is the last call for delicata, or butternut winter squash, and you have until June 25th to get corn varieties like Temptress in the ground. You can also still plant market more cucumbers, Costata romanesco, summer squash, and provider bush beans. Plants are pretty forgiving. Managing the transition from spring harvest to summer planting is what keeps our gardens productive all the way into winter. Thanks for watching. This channel is always learning, and we love tailoring these weekly updates to what you are actually dealing with in your backyard. Let us know in the comments if you're starting your fall seeds yet, or if you're still trying to find space for your tomatoes. The maritime growing season moves fast, so consider subscribing so you do not miss next week's update. See you then.